Um, I mean, it was there to win. CJ got a heater going, and I mean, just he's a tough player. Like where where it hurt us at is transition 24 fast break points. That's tough. You know, I mean, there's a lot of areas when I look at this. Some of them I can't say, and you know why I can't say. But 47 3-pointers, 38 assists. These are all numbers that I'm riding with. Um, and we're not always going to win the game. Only 5 turnovers in the second half for 3 points. Like there are good parts of it. It didn't turn out, and like I tell them, like the one thing that we're always going to do is fight like hell. The one thing that we're not going to do is always win. That's just how the game goes. But the one consistent has to be to fight like hell. And yeah, give New Orleans credit. They found a game. They had guys come off the bench and make shots who normally don't play in those positions, and knocking down 4 for 6 for uh, Robinson Earl is like super huge for them. So hats off to them for that.
Doug, I think 6 in the first half for CJ and then 43 in the game. How, in your view, were you guys able to contain him so well early, and how did you get going so much later?
Well, I think that he got a couple and ones or just got to the free throw line, and a player of that regard, when they see the ball go through the basket, you know, now it's on autopilot. Then he got like one in transition or two in transition, and now he's seen it at the mid range level. He's seen it at the 3-point level, and he's beginning to feel himself. Then there were some scrambles where we didn't come up with the ball, and the ball finds itself in his hands, and he's able to knock down some shots. So, we blitzed him. We had Keegan on him. We had Keon on him, and Keegan was doing a good job until finally I did sub in Keon, and those are things that you're trying to work through. But like I've said, to our organization's credit, they've given us more talent, and minutes are until we find that rhythm. They will be up and down a little bit, but just disappointing to say the least, because this was an opportunity, and these are the opportunities that at the end of the season, if it comes back and gets you, you really pissed off about.
Domas to have 13 rebounds in the fourth quarter and 28 in the game. What are your thoughts on the way he continues to go out there and fight?
He's a monster, man. Like anybody that criticizes that kid has got issues with themselves. He fights. He's not a perfect player, but one thing that I can say is I always know what I'm gonna get from him. I'm gonna get extreme effort and intensity. Sometimes the ball goes in, sometimes it doesn't. He's gonna fight his butt off, and that's what you want. You want to be able to pencil things in and know what you're going to get. And the more we're able to do that, the better team that we will become. And it starts with him. He's our anchor, especially on the defensive end. And then to do all of that, and then we need him up to the level on the pick and rolls and making sure that guys aren't coming off knocking down shots. Then the guy gets hot. Now we need him to blitz. Like there's a lot that you might not see when you look at a box score that says 22 points, 28 rebounds, and 5 assists. There's a lot more to it than that, which even speaks more volume to who he is and what he does.
What did you think of just some of the shots down the stretch in the fourth
I would, to be honest, I have to go back and look because the game happened so fast. You're thinking. But the one thing that, and I think you can hear me because I'm standing right by you, is I'm like, take your time, get what you want, as opposed to just settling for something. And I think we did, but at the same time, we forced a couple, and that's they're trying to do the right thing. So would I like a better shot quality sometimes? Yeah, it's definitely it's possible, but at the same time, we put the ball in our guys' hands that we know can make plays, and when it goes good, everybody's happy and excited, and they're like, yeah, great. And when it doesn't go good for them, that's the nature of the game. Some nights you make shots, some nights you miss shots. Tonight, CJ made shots. Next time I see him on DirecTV, he might miss them, and I'm like, damn, he should have missed them against us, but he didn't. So yeah.
How about Zach tonight? Zach had it going.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Zach is finding his way. And I say finding his way, and he has 32 points. It's like, whoa. He's trying to do the right thing. Even a couple of times he was like, man, I got to get Keegan a shot, because he comes off the pick. Low man's in. He's looking at the corner. He sees him. Maybe the ball's out of his hands on the bounce, and he can't do what he wants to do. So scoring 32, spectacular, but at the same time, he wants even more for his teammates, and I respect that. He's gonna find his way. It's tough because there are a lot of different moving parts to a player who has a usage rate that's really high. When he was in Chicago, now he's here, and sometimes he's off the ball. But to his credit, he's like, I'll find my spot, and when the ball comes, I'll be able to shoot it. I'll be able to rip through and finish. He's spectacular in transition with the slow step and being able to finish. But yeah, he played a solid game, and he got up 12 threes. Like, we need him. Malik, Keegan got up 9. We need those guys to shoot volume. Wish Keon could have got a few more looks, but I think more than anything, he played such a good game. They were making sure that they were closing out hot to him and running him off the line. Yeah.
To see Zach, find that kind of efficiency that kind of reflects what he was doing in Chicago before he came here. How welcome and good a sign is that, and how much are you going to need that from him going forward?
We're going to need big-time performances from him, because the one thing that he has been and he is he's been a number one in this league before. And being a number one in this league is difficult, because on a night-to-night basis, you're normally going to get the best defender in the starting group. But sometimes, hopefully, we're able to get him with the second unit so that he can see a second unit defender. The defense then is also going to be looking to stop him. But to the point I just made, he's a willing passer, and he's finding his way. So there's a rhythm to that part too that I'm trying to figure out for them, to put them in the best positions to be the best version of themselves.
Anything else? Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Doug.
Appreciate you guys.